All right. I had to restart the stream real quick. So, bring this back up over here. Okay, all right, yeah, making sure I can see myself. All right, so I need to turn this off. I'm not watching myself on video. Like I'm throwing a gang sign when I paused it. All right, babe.
Don't worry, y'all. It'll be a short show.
We say that every week.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to talk about this time.
Hold on. All right. Renee, can you talk for a second?
Plus, I'm super full on Chipotle. Chipotle.
I'm glad Kim's here. I actually want to talk about that. All right, babe.
Don't worry, y'all. It'll be a short show.
We say that every week.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to talk about this time.
Hold on. All right. Renee, can you talk for a second?
Plus, I'm super full on Chipotle.
Okie dokie. Hold on. All right. Stop. All right. Ugh. What is going on, Mr. Anderson?
Oh my gosh! So you can make Halloween-themed chocolate chip cookies by taking a toothpick, and then the melted chocolate chips drag out from the chocolate chips like they're spider legs. You want to see? I'll show you. Just take a quick look at that and tell me you don't want some of those for Halloween.
You should put that in the food.
Put that in the chat.
And put that in the food.
Look at it. You see it? I know you want that.
What? Oh, God.
No? Is that a no? Is that a no, babe?
That is crazy. That is crazy. Okay. All right.
Short show. Coming to you from Louisville, Kentucky.
It's the ValentineCast with your black and nerdy couple, Jay and Renee Valentine.
Today is Monday, September 30th, 2013.
And this is episode 128.
Hi, Jay.
I just can't wait. You know what I'm doing right now? You know what I'm doing right now?
What are you doing right now? I almost said pooping. What are you doing now?
I'm not pooping right now. But I am going through my bag, getting all my devices out.
Right now?
And turning them off because, you know, I failed to
This is a sign of somebody that has too many devices. How many devices you have? 1, 2. His DS. His Vita.
Well, I didn't have to turn my
5
DS
cell
off.
phones.
My 5 cell phones.
You at least have 3.
Yeah. I do. So
that's
welcome
2 more than the average person.
So welcome everybody to the ValentineCast. I'm Jay, and that's my lovely wife Renee.
Hello.
We're so glad that you're here with us. We are a nerdy couple. We are a couple, just a regular old couple.
A regular old couple, yeah.
That lives here.
Regular old married couple.
Regular old married couple lives here in Louisville, Kentucky. And you happened upon us, and this is the ValentineCast. So we're glad you're here. We talk about what we've been doing, what we're going to do,
what I'm excited about,
and everything else. I want to thank, at the top of the show, you heard a little music there from our friends at prettylightsmusic.com. You can see those guys, and you can actually acquire their music from there for pay what you want. So you can find them at prettylightsmusic.com. As Renee said, today is September 30th, and I guess we'll go ahead and jump right into a little bit of the
Weekend Wrap-Up! That's how you people say it, right?
What do you mean, you people?
And you know what? I jumped the gun.
No, it's okay. We can wait.
I really jumped the gun.
You want to give people time to maybe get here, so we can do it after Weekend Wrap-Up.
We can... well, I kind of saw something that made me want to think about this. So
What?
we are going to take a moment and say hello to our chat room.
Hi.
Because I fail at recognizing them at the beginning of the show.
I know, but maybe we can,
I think you should just totally interrupt me and be like, yo, Jay, before we go to that, won't we say hello to our chat room?
I never interrupt you. Why would I ever do anything like that?
That's
ever?
what I don't understand. I don't know why you're being nice.
I'm always nice.
But
I'm like the nicest, sweetest person you ever met.
So,
isn't that true?
Isn't that
true?
That is true.
Okay.
So if you ever want to watch us live on Monday nights or whenever we record, you can do so at twitch.tv/ValentineCast. And we also stream some games as well. And we're going to take a moment now to say hello to our
chat room.
So who do we have?
The people in our chat room today, we have Kimali from Australia. So excited to have her here. We have Ever Studious.
Hey.
And we have Hendo. Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
I'm glad to have you guys here.
Yeah.
More glad than you can realize.
More glad than you can realize.
I'm so obsessed with you all.
More glad. Renee said more glad. Speaking of Kamali, we went to Chipotle today.
Every time I go there, I always think of her.
I do too.
Always.
And now, before I met Kamali and Kim Price, who we've had on the show, I've always got either steak or chicken, right? So when we saw her down at Dragon Con and brought her some Chipotle back, she wanted the barbacoa, and she told me how to order it. She wanted barbacoa with this, and none of this. And I can't remember for sure. But I was like, you know what? I have never had the barbacoa before. So I said, I'm going to try the barbacoa. And I have to say... Well,
will you explain what barbacoa is? Some people might not know.
It's like shredded barbecue.
There you go. There you go, people. Just like that.
That's the best way I'm going to put it. So, I got it. And I have... Did I get it last time? Did I get steak last time?
You got both.
Oh, I did. Okay. So the first time I went, I wanted half and half. I wanted half steak, half barbacoa. But they did barbacoa and steak, just regular portions. So I got double meat.
Which,
right? Yeah,
baby.
Right. So went back later that week, and I got a barbacoa, which was great. And then also
I get veggie, so I don't feel so bad.
Yeah, she gets veggie, so she doesn't feel so bad.
It helps me feel a little bit better about the 1,000-calorie burrito.
Right.
That I'm shoving into my face.
Right. So today I got the barbacoa again, and I'm trying to steer back and try to get a steak. Because I want the steak sometimes. But the barbacoa, the call of the barbacoa is just reaching out and saying, yeah.
That's the call of the barbacoa. Barbacoa.
All right, so jumping right on to this week, as we said, with the weekend wrap up. We played a ton of. Did we play a ton?
Yes.
Of Final Fantasy 14?
Yes, we did.
You think so?
Yes, we did.
Did we play? But we didn't play more than we did last week.
No, we didn't. But we played a lot.
Yep. So we played Final Fantasy 14 some. We got up to level 30 on our characters, and at level 30, you get your new job, or you get your job. Yeah,
you get your job. So to tell you all how it works, in Final Fantasy, it's a little bit different from 11 and then 14. In 14, your job was kind of like a job on its own. Well, it was used in conjunction. Like I was a monk bard.
Bard.
But I made bard kind of like my main kind of thing, and you're basically pure support class. You can't really take care of yourself.
Right.
I mean, you're there to support the party, and you give amazing buffs, and you do debuffs, and it's fun, and you get to pay attention.
Right.
It's not like easy sauce, like you kind of goaded me by saying it was. But it's a little different in Final Fantasy XIV. Archer, you have to be a 30 archer and a 15 pugilist to get the bard. And I'm a bard now, but I have 2 songs.
All right.
And actually 1 song because of the bard. Bard is very secondary.
Right. And
so, yeah. But I still enjoy it. Bringing out my harp every now and then. I'm still having tons of fun, even playing
good.
Archer.
That's good. And then I am a white mage, so my conjurer, who is a healer, started the new job of a white mage. When I hit 30, I got my own spell, so I only got 1 spell. It's 1 spell for getting a white mage at level 30. So, I mean, I'm not complaining because I was doing fine beforehand, but Renee, she's a complainer.
What?
Because she's a Final Fantasy 11. She's still stuck
I'm
on
not. I'm not stuck. And I'm fine that it's different. I'm not upset.
I know. I'm just giving you a little hard
There
time.
are some people. There's some people that are like that are stuck back on 11. Like, look, it's a whole new day.
Right.
I mean, and like people have. Well, I'll talk more about this later.
Yeah,
we'll get into that in games. But
Yep.
But yeah, we played Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that was kind of covering the whole weekend.
Yeah.
But
we play a lot of video games.
and we're gonna go backwards too. So on Sunday, we had dinner with the family. That was
a
lot
fun.
of family time.
I kind of
over there.
missed that. We didn't have family dinner time in a while.
Right. I mean, it's been since Jeff was here. It was 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
a long time.
I mean, like you said,
I'm used to having it every week. So.
But like you said, you like having it every 2 weeks because it makes you want to see everybody.
Yeah, it makes me like I was excited about going over there, like for real excited.
Right.
So.
And I was too. And then on Saturday, we went to the mall. Renee had to. What do you have to go shopping for?
A belt.
She needed a belt, and I didn't know her belt was this bad until I saw it this morning. I mean, her belt.
I told you it was broken.
Her belt literally
was almost in half. It was an old belt. I've had that belt for a long time.
Yeah, it was an old belt, but I didn't realize. You would have if I had showed you my belt, if it was my personal belt, you would have given me a hard time. Like, Jay, it's time for a new belt.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't have did that at all.
Yep. That's not what Renee does.
No, I don't give him a hard time. What is wrong with you people?
You be like, Jay, why are you keeping these clothes? They don't fit. They got a hole in it. Why are you keeping that shirt with a hole in it? And I'm like, because I can probably use it if I mow the yard or something. You really gonna do that? That's what you say. And that's how you sound when you say it.
And that. See, the people that are just now starting to read this, they're going to think I'm just a naggy wife.
Read this. Are you distracted a little bit, babe?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. I'm good. I'm not
good?
distracted at all. Why are you? But anyway, so the dinner with the fam was good.
We already talked about dinner with the family.
And mall was good, where I got a new belt. I went comparison shopping. Some people want to sell belts for $50. Get away from me. But I found a belt on sale at a good price.
And where did you get it? It was New York and Company?
New York and Company.
Yeah, they had a sale going on.
They had a sale. $10 for my belt.
And how's it worked out today? You wore it today.
It's a little stiff.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Sorry. I failed on that.
You got to be right on it. And we went to Cinnabon.
Yes, while we were at the mall, we went to Cinnabon.
Because my dad had given us gift cards from 4 Christmases ago.
Right.
And he put just enough on there for one Cinnabon.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to try to use it not too long after we got them. And they were like, and the dude that was working there was like, we don't have the equipment to
read the gift cards.
Yeah,
we were
like, that doesn't make sense. I think he just didn't know what he was talking about.
Right.
So we got Cinnabon, and the prices had apparently gone up because we still owe like $1.04.
Right.
So It was so good.
It
was so good. The Cinnabon, I thought maybe I had kind of, grown out of the love for it, but it was.
And
really
we only had Cinnabon one other time since our wedding day, because we had a Cinnabon cake for our wedding cake, and then I think one October I got Cinnabon from the Schlossky's Deli.
Mm-hmm.
When they got a little thing going on together. And then on Friday, we went to this awesome burger place called Mussels and Burgers that we'll talk a little bit about.
Yeah, so we had burgers.
Yeah,
burgers.
We had some of those fancy
burgers.
Oh, what'd I say? Fancy burgies.
Burgies. I like that.
Yep. So with that, let's go ahead and jump right into a bit of media.
Media. Movies, books, comics, TV.
So for our Netflix pick, we had number 137, which was the documentary of After Porn Ends.
Right, and so After Porn Ends is a documentary detailing basically what porn stars do after they get out of business. How do they cope with things? And they talked about being in the business, of course, too. First of all, this is not a documentary to watch with your children.
Right.
Definitely not a documentary to watch with the children. And it was interesting to find out the hardships, and then some people had no hardships after they got out of the business.
Right.
I mean, found out that people want to retire pretty early, like at 27.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nuts. But one thing that Jay mentioned, and he was so right, it really didn't have to have all the porn footage that they showed.
Yeah, it was really weird because it's like, okay, it's a documentary about, folks after the porn deal.
Right.
And let me preface this. I have no issue with porn. It's for some people and some people it's not for. I mean, it really depends if Renee wants to watch it or not. I mean, I could care less. I mean, one thing is funny.
Been there, done that, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd rather participate than. But anyway, so a lot of the clips of like when they're talking to a porn actor or actress, they're kind of like they show them back when they were, but then they also start kicking in the whole footage. You know what I'm saying?
Showing them in their,
in some of the movies and stuff like that. And there's a lot of boobs and were there JJs? I can't remember.
No, they really didn't show vaginas. They showed a lot of boobs.
And
but there were no wings.
Right. That was the one thing that I was telling Renee.
Not a single penis.
Not that I was wanting to see any. Or I wouldn't really want to see any boobs. I mean, but I thought it was really odd. Well, it kind of carried over. You would think of all places that there would have been equal wangs and boobs. You would have got it there.
Yeah. So there's porn in it. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But the documentary itself was interesting. It was kind of sad.
Yeah, because there was one dude that actually, he said, I've slept with, I've had sex with 3,000 women and, been with 3,000 women, and I had feelings for one lady, and we went out to dinner, and we did a show. We did a movie together, and then after dinner, we went home. I kissed her goodnight, and I went home. And, that was me trying to show her that I'm really interested in her, and I don't want her body. Just want her for the sex. And then she thought something was wrong with him, and she didn't like him.
Yeah.
And he was like...
It was crazy. It's like, he was like, I didn't know how to date a woman.
Right.
And then I think it depended on how people got into porn. Some people got into porn through prostitution.
Yep.
And that was the woman who really wanted to get rid of porn for everyone.
Right.
You know, some people found God.
Yep.
And they don't think of themselves as that person anymore. And it's true.
And
people
it was like
treat people a certain way.
There were 3 of them that found God.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was still out.
Right.
You know, but one of them went back and they started using drugs again.
Right.
And then another one started a ministry called Pink Cross or something like that.
Yeah, Pink Cross, to try to get people in porn, out of porn,
Right,
into the
right.
ministry. But yeah, and like there was one good point was made that people like adult entertainers, they can't give to charities like other people can a lot because people don't want to take their money.
Right.
So that's kind of sad, because the adult entertainment industry. But the one guy said, yeah, but they'll take it from politicians,
Yeah.
because politicians are constantly dirty, apparently. But so it was an interesting documentary.
It was. It really was.
I don't want to say it would be more tasteful with less porn.
Well,
it just seemed unnecessary.
Well,
I don't mind porn. Like you said, it's just unnecessary.
Okay, here's the thing. I guess they may have did the documentary as if, what if, so we're doing this documentary as if no one has ever seen porn or know what porn is.
That's true. Maybe some people have never seen a porno.
Right.
There are some people out there, I'm sure, who have never seen a porno, have no idea what the people are talking about when they describe anything.
Right.
So they needed to show what happens in a porno. So
Right.
One of my favorite parts was hearing how their children react to it. There are some children who are embarrassed by it.
Don't want their mom to come to any of their school stuff.
Nope.
Because they're afraid, because every time they go out, they'll be like, hey, I remember you.
Yeah. So and there are some people who, are some kids who are happy with it, almost. Like, I'm proud of my dad.
Well, there was one.
There was one.
There was one chick that was proud of her dad.
And there was one chick that was proud of her mom for taking care of her family, because that's how she took care of her family.
That's true.
So, so it's good not to judge so much. So, Life After Porn, it wasn't bad. Don't watch it with the kids. Yeah.
Yep, you've been warned. So we have Hendo in the chat room, and Hendo, I'm gonna have you go ahead and roll between 1 and 168. So just do a roll /168 because I guess some things have fell off and back on, and so it's kind of mixed up. So I don't have the queue set up so that I have all the TV stuff at the top.
Yeah. So I mean, I try to add things every now and then, but yeah.
Oh yeah,
this is great.
So do a /1 through 68 when you get a chance, Mr. Hendo, and that'd be great. So while we're waiting for him to do that, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into some of the Steam announcements. Or you know what? Let's talk about Breaking Bad.
Okay, so
we'll move the Steam announcements down at the bottom because
I can't believe
that's more of a game thing.
Yeah, I should have done that. I was.
Yep. So
so Steam. So they made a series of 3 announcements. Some people said that was silly for them to make an announcement in 3 parts.
Well, we're not doing the Steam announcement yet.
Breaking Bad. So let's talk about Breaking Bad. If this is anybody's first time, they're like, "Oh my god!" I've had a crazy day at work, and I'm tired.
You're tired, and you're not being distracted by anything, right?
No, I'm really not.
You sure?
I'm really not.
You're not multitasking, are you?
I promise.
You promise? Okay.
I promise.
Because Renee's she's hooked back into Reddit.
I wasn't looking at Reddit.
Huh?
I wasn't looking at Reddit.
No, I'm not saying you were. I'm just saying. I'm just letting people know you're getting back
Reddit
into Reddit.
Reddit cannot hold me. Reddit cannot have a hold over me. So,
but did Reddit have a hold on you?
At one point it did, but not anymore.
See, it's just like
get thee behind me, Reddit.
See, you starting to sound like
get thee
the
behind
porn people.
Me, Reddit.
The porn people. Porn, I can leave porn anytime.
Goodbye, Reddit.
So
Breaking Bad. So no spoiler. Oh, Hendo has a.
I know we have a number now.
So
long enough for Renee to
declare Reddit has no hold over me.
Somebody told us to watch this. It may have been Anderson J. Mr. Anderson
Mr. Anderson
in the chat room. It is John Pinette. I'm starving. All things food and family, from real Italian restaurants to reunions, are the topics of award-winning comic John Pinette's 2006 Montreal show. I think this is the one that we were told to watch that we didn't get around to watching.
Cool.
So that's what we'll be watching. A comedy.
I like comedies. Comedies are good.
Well, it's a comedian, it's a stand-up act.
Well, he better be funny.
Yeah, he better be funny.
He better be funny. But anyway, so thanks. So we'll get on that one. Breaking Bad, no spoilers, promise.
All right.
It ended in a good way.
It did.
I was happy with it. I can't think of any way I think I would rather have it end.
Yeah.
They tied up. Is it supposed to say they tied up loose ends?
Let's just say it wasn't a Soprano-ish type ending.
Yeah, that's
or a Lost type ending.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about that.
Right. It's not one of those. It's not one of those endings that'll piss you off. Well,
it might piss somebody off.
It might piss you off, but it's not.
But yeah. So unfortunately, you can't spoil anything. But I liked it, and I'm really sad Breaking Bad is gone.
Yep.
It's a really good show. Bryan Cranston is a genius. His acting prowess is amazing. How he can turn from goofy into freaking Walter White. So think of all the people that have gone and came on the show and left. And it was a really good show. And if you want to hear us talk in depth about it with some spoilers, we'll be talking in depth about it on this week's Grumpy Old Men After Dark.
Yep.
So check us out on there.
Definitely. And then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. premiered last week, which was written by Joss Whedon. We watched the first episode of that, and as a fan of comic books and Marvel, I would say I was very pleased, and I'm not biased at all.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it.
Yep.
you
didn't have a problem with it, so are you saying...
It was good. I enjoyed myself.
You did?
It wasn't like the best hour of TV that I've ever had, but I liked the little comedy that he put in there. Those typical Joss.
Yeah.
And some people said that the characters are a little too pretty.
Well, I mean, come on, it's comic books.
Yeah.
I mean...
There are not a lot of ugly people in comic books either, so what you can say
we
about
have to
that?
see what... I'm trying to remember were the bad guys ugly?
No. I don't think so.
I'm trying to remember the bad guys.
But
he wasn't. Yeah. Okay.
So that's Shield, and I look forward to seeing more stuff.
Oh yeah.
It was a pilot. Give it a chance. I give it at least 2 or 3 shows.
Mm-hmm.
I even gave Revolution 2 or 3 shows before I put it in the toilet. And why is that still on, people? This should be canceled.
There's some
Cancel. I'd rather watch the Playboy Bunny Club than that.
There's some money going around on that one, if you ask me. That's what I think that is. And then also, the Goldbergs came on after Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And the Goldbergs is placed into, if you were a 90s kid, you like, NWA and Jodeci, Nirvana, all that stuff. Public Enemy. The Goldbergs is your show.
When you were a little kid.
Or if you were a teenager.
Yeah, if you were a teenager or a kid in the 80s.
Well, no, if you were a kid in the 80s and more of a teenager in the 90s.
Yeah. Or if you're a kid in the 80s or a teenager in the 80s.
Yeah, 85 to 90.
I mean,
5.
Yeah.
How about that?
Around that area. It's really good.
It is.
I liked it. It stars Wendy McClendon, which she was in. I've loved her since Reno 911. She was in Bridesmaids.
Right.
She's very funny as the mom. And I love that he based it off of his real family.
And what's his name is the narrator?
It sounded like it.
Patton Oswalt.
Patton Oswalt is the narrator.
Yeah, it sounded like Patton Oswalt.
It sounded like him, and if I look up and it's not him, I'll feel really, really slow. It was actually created by somebody, and the dude that created it was Adam F. Goldberg. So but no, they didn't have the narrator in here. I think the person that created it is probably the narrator, so maybe it's not.
Really?
It sounded just like him though, didn't it, babe?
Wow, that is amazing. I
It
mean,
sounded just like it. It's all good. So Jeff Garland, George Siegel, some people I don't know. Oh yeah, it is Patton Oswalt. Okay, good.
Okay.
I was like, I thought
Yeah,
I was
I'm
going
gonna
crazy.
say it's right there at the bottom.
Shut up! Shut it! I don't know when there's going to be an Archie TV show, Crather. I remember the Archie cartoon.
Right.
Not the Archie. A live action Archie, would that work?
Haven't they tried that before?
They did
did
an Archie movie.
Okay, when I
they?
think about Archie Live, wasn't Archie Live Happy Days? Huh?
I don't know. Maybe.
I always kind of thought that Archie and Happy Days were kind of hand in hand.
They are doing an Archie live movie.
Oh,
they're
really?
they're doing a movie, not a show, but they're doing a live action movie.
Okay.
They haven't said who they're going to cast though. So.
Okay.
Yay. Directing will be the person who did Pitch Perfect.
Right.
And the writer who wrote Glee is going to write the script. So
right,
there you go,
right.
Archie.
And Clayton made a point that in the chat room that there's no Veronica in Happy Days, which
I wasn't a Happy Days watcher.
you know,
little bit,
that was a little bit before your
my
time.
time.
Yeah.
But I know, hey,
Hey.
that's all I know.
Yeah.
In the jukebox, in that was it Peach Pit?
And you had the
Was it the Peach Pit?
I don't know.
I think it was the Peach Pit.
And then the Asian man that owned the only, if I'm thinking right, the only minority was the Asian guy that owned the bar, the cook. So, but yeah. And then Renee, you watched a little bit of Trophy Wife.
I did.
Afterwards.
Jay did not watch it.
No, I did not.
So, Trophy Wife, it was kind of those I can take it or leave it. I can't see it lasting.
Mm-hmm.
It's about basically this young woman. She becomes this man's third wife.
Okay.
And she has to deal with the previous wife's kids and being kind of looked down upon by the original wives. And she goes from partying to being a mom that fast. And, I mean, it's not bad.
Right.
There were some funny parts. But, yeah, take it or leave it.
Okay.
There are other things I could be watching. So, probably. So, yeah.
And then also this past week, moving into the games a little bit, there were 3 announcements done by Valve.
Valve decided, hey, we're gonna break all of our announcements into 3
Right.
because we're cool like that.
So we're going to give you all 3 announcements
At once, because we're awesome.
'Cause
We're going to make you wait till next week.
We're going to do this. So they're putting out a Steam box, which Valve does Steam. So it's a Steam box. So pretty much a box that you can play your Steam games on.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting out a new controller, which is called like a Steam controller, that you can also use. It lets you play any Steam game you buy on Steam. Even though if it's not controller enabled, it will allow you to play this game via controller.
Which I'm kind of happy about that because guess what? Why Torchlight does not have controller support is beyond me.
Right.
Just putting it out there.
And then they're also making their own Steam OS, which is like a Linux-based OS that you can put on any computer to build your own Steam box. All right, so we told you all 3. We have the OS, the controller, and the Steam box. Valve decided and thought it would be so awesome to split these announcements up into 3. And I do not know who their marketing people are. Because the way the announcement was so ass backwards a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. So the first announcement was what?
The OS.
The Steam OS. Which, you know what? That's a good high to start on. You know, you build high, you start high, and you build on top of it. So you got the Steam OS. Everybody's like, oh, cool, I can put Steam OS on my PC if I want to. Okay, that's for the people that really want to do all the tweaking and stuff.
Right.
Cool. Right?
Because it's hackable. You can do anything. They said you can do anything you want with it.
Right. And then 2 days later or a day later, they said, boom, Steam box. What? I'm going to be able to play Steam games on my TV?
Without having to
buy a whole new PC, having to worry about hardware and all this other stuff. And, I just want to just get a box that I don't have to build myself, stick it in the entertainment center, and plug it up with HDMI.
Because I've heard people who would like that. Yeah,
Right.
they could build their own, but they don't want to build their own.
Right. They don't want to build their own. I mean, everybody, because a lot of people are like, oh, I can make a Steam box. Oh, here, I just add an HDMI cable to my Steam box. To my computer and hook it up to my TV. Voila. Well, you know what? There are some people that don't have the time. They don't want to have to deal with it. They'd rather have the warranty stuff. And if it breaks, they won't be able to call somebody and say, here, take this, fix it, and send me another one. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that was number 2. You would have thought, man, that's the top of the whole thing. And you like, because they have this controller. No, they decided to announce the controller as the 3rd announcement for Valve. A controller. So
It's a little interesting why
Okay.
they chose that one.
why did they choose that one?
I don't know. It
So-
was all right. So, given it was different,
Okay.
the controller is different.
It's innovative.
It's definitely innovative. Whether good or bad, we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard. I've heard a lot of bad comments. Well, I have heard some bad comments or confused comments on it from the people who've been writing stories about it. The people who have tried it, press and the like. They said it's different and they like it, and the feeling is different from any other feeling they've had with the controller. So I'm excited to try it. Do you think the controller announcement for the 3rd one was a letdown? I know people were expecting Half-Life 3.
Well, I would have ordered it different. I would have done
controller first.
I would have done OS. Well, you know what?
I would have done controller first because
Yeah.
you can plug in a
okay.
controller in your PC. And
Yeah,
everybody's
I would
like,
have done
all right.
controller. Then I would have done the Steam box. And I wouldn't have told people doing the Steam boxes that you can do anything with the Steam box you want. You know what I'm
wouldn't
saying?
have told people that, you're saying.
I wouldn't have. I think I would have been like, I would probably do the OS last. But like, you know what? And you can get the OS free. We're not charging you for it.
Yeah, that would have been.
You know what I'm saying? A little bit of
Yeah,
that.
but well, of course they're not going to charge for it because what else are going to run on the Steam box?
Right. No. I can get Steam OS and put it on my PC. Like on Media Box. I should be able to take Steam OS from them and repartition my hard drive and set it up as a Steam box.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my company. I'm pretty sure they do fine.
I wish it was your company.
Well,
that'd be great.
No, they wouldn't be as successful as they are now. I'm pretty sure. So, and then like we said, we did play some Final Fantasy. We had a great time.
We did. So there's still things we don't like. Like people say, there's still some things we don't like about it.
Right.
So we're not all fanboy and fangirl over it, but I have more fun with it than I do without it. So that's,
Yeah.
And, hey, I'm gonna play later too. So
Oh yeah.
pick that.
Oh yeah. I started the tank and I'm enjoying the tank as well. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do my characters. Because on one character you can do every job if you want.
Mm-hmm.
I may still do that. I don't know. I mean,
Jay's thinking about splitting it up.
yeah, but we'll see how everything goes and everything. But with that, let's talk about a little food.
The fridge is not prepared.
All right, so this is week 63 of the weight loss update, and we have nothing to report. Again.
Okay.
But
Well,
so we're down
we're enjoying ourselves apparently.
so we're down 198.8, but it's all good.
It's all good.
Yep.
We're not gaining.
Yep. And then Renee has the totals for the Frogpants, folks.
Yeah, I do have the totals because I'm awesome, and I did the totals. There are 143 people in the challenge who have lost 807.9. I couldn't think of how to say 800. I swear to you.
Oh, I bet you looked at it, you thought 8,079.
No, I said, well, it's 3 numbers, so it must be at least 100. And I was like, 100. Then I was like, but there's an 8 there. I felt like I had brain damage.
Right.
807.9 pounds. That's 5.65 pounds per person, everybody.
Yep.
Woo!
And we have a Lose It group out there on Facebook. You can join the group on Lose It, but you can find all the information at facebook.com/groups/Frogpants Lose It. And the link will be in the show notes as well. On Friday, Renee and I left work and came and fed the dogs, and then we headed right out to go to the Mussel and Burger Bar.
Mussel and Burger Bar. It's hidden.
It is.
The only reason we know about it is because our good friend Ashley, who we've had on the show, she wrote an article, and they were one of the ones that was featured in it.
Correct.
So that's how we knew about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mussel Burger Bar is
it's not mussels like
it is
mussels. It's mussels like the seafood mussels.
Yeah.
By the way.
So I guess I'm trying to think. It is a fine dining burger bar. Is that the
Is
best way
it
to put
fine
it?
dining? Upscale.
Upscale burger bar.
Upscale. What's upscale? It's not fine dining. More upscale.
Right. And so we went there. I got the Argentina burger, which had ground, regular beef and chorizo.
Too much meat. I tried it. It's too much meat, babe.
Right.
It was. Did you like it though?
I liked it.
Too much meat.
I did like
It
it.
was too much meat. I had the Southern Belle.
You did.
It is a burger with fried green tomato and pimento cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm not a huge fan of pimento cheese, but Jay gets a sandwich at Stevens and Stevens that has pimento cheese.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. This one had a little too much pimento cheese.
Yeah, it did
kind
have
of
a lot of
scraped a little
pimento
bit
cheese.
off, and it wasn't bad.
Right.
There are others probably I would probably like better, but it wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
I loved their sweet potato fries. They tasted just like the ones that have on Aruba. Surprise, surprise! Since the people who created Mussel and Burger Bar, they used to work. They were co-founders.
Yep.
Of Havana Rumba.
They were.
So, and we also had appetizers.
We did. We had we got the nachos, the pork nachos, and the seafood sliders.
The seafood sliders, and
which
they
were
were
really
good. But I saw, of course, I did the thing where you look over at somebody else. You're like, God, I want their food. So I saw they had like I saw it on the menu. It said taquitos, so I thought they were a little like rolled up.
The rolled up, yep.
No, they were tiny little itty bitty mini tacos.
They were like taquitos, but they just weren't rolled up.
They were so adorable
And looked yummy.
And see, and do you know how I don't like food that looks like bigger food?
What?
I'm fine with like processed little food. If it's natural little food, get away from me. But if it's yeah, so
That's because you're biased to
I am so biased apparently.
processed food.
So so we'll go there again one day. It is a little expensive.
It
if
is.
you want to go there, burgers are like $13, so keep that in mind.
Yep.
So it's yeah. So but we had fun.
We did.
I cooked something
You
because
did.
I wanted to cook.
Yeah, you made orzo.
Oh, orzo, lemon
Chicken orzo.
Yeah, lemon chicken orzo.
Chicken
and
lemon
it was
orzo.
good.
It was very delicious.
I usually don't cook with orzo, but
and I absolutely love orzo, and orzo is better than rice.
that's like saying you can't really compare the two.
Well, I can. Sure, I can.
Orzo is pasta, rice is a grain. They aren't really used interchangeably, though. Not really. I mean, that's like saying apples are better than beef. I mean, they're two different things.
It's like
They
you said, I
are.
can't compare it. It's just like saying
You can if you want to.
You can't say steak is better than tomatoes.
You can't compare them.
Well, I can't.
Would you rather have steak?
I said I like orzo better than rice. I said
So
orzo.
everywhere that rice is used, you'd rather have orzo.
Yes.
Everywhere. Black eyed peas.
Because orzo is similar in
Black
shape
eyed peas and
flavor.
orzo.
Yes.
It's not similar in texture.
Hmm.
Not texture.
So I'm looking at Taste of Home,
Oh my gosh.
where a dietitian was asked about rice versus orzo.
Mm-hmm.
And said, my husband and I don't care for rice and have been substituting
Who
orzo.
doesn't care for rice?
I don't care for rice.
What is wrong with you people?
A rice-shaped pasta. What is the
not
difference?
a rice-shaped pasta.
It is a rice-shaped pasta.
It's not shaped like rice.
Come on,
It looks
Renee.
like termite eggs.
Whatever, Renee. So does rice.
No, they don't. Rice is more squarish.
No, it's not. It is not. We're going to show some after the show.
Oh.
We're going to look at some after the show. What is the difference between rice and orzo in terms of fat, sugar, and carbohydrates? And then the dietitian says, because of orzo's similar shape and mild flavor, it can be substitute for rice in many recipes. Naturally speaking, the two are similar as well. Ounce for ounce, rice and orzo contain similar amounts of fat, sugar, carbohydrates, and even sodium. From a dietitian.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Boom. What?
They don't know what they're talking about. That's fine though. I mean it's cool and all, but you know. But anyway, so it turned out well.
Yeah.
I had my lemon zest with my zester. Tastes awesome with the zester. I'm in a mess of the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I cannot cook without making a mess of the kitchen. Absolute horrific mess. It looks like a bomb blew up. I think if I were you, I would laugh every time I go in the kitchen
I do.
to see how much.
I do.
Like
And
how
on the
nuts it
inside, I
is.
do. I don't say too much because I don't want you to get self-conscious. Because
It's like boom, stuff everywhere.
yeah.
But I clean it up,
You do.
so it's not like I don't clean it up. But it looks pretty bad. So, yeah. So I got the hankering. I have a weird hankering for. See, I get weird hankerings. I probably won't make this because the calorie content is too high. But coconut shrimp sounds really good for some reason. It'll pass. I think it's a passing one.
You think it will?
Probably.
Oh, cool.
Odds and ends.
You seem like you wanted that to pass. You're like, oh, cool. Whew.
Oh, nah. It wasn't,
No,
it wasn't
no
like
shrimp. Whew.
that. Nah, I wouldn't mind trying to make something. That'd be kind of cool to try to pull it off.
We don't have a whole lot of odds and ends today.
We don't.
We have one odd and end. Can you do another bumper?
A bumper
Johnny,
for
can you do another bumper that said odd and Valentine's odd and end, so we can have a choice. We can do both. We can do odd and end when we have one thing. Because it said odds and ends, we just have one. That's very, very.
what? What's the kind of the end?
No,
also?
I'm kidding, Johnny. Please don't make another bumper. I know he would too. But we have one birthday, and it's today.
Yes.
And so happy, and she's not in the chat room because
She's not. I was
it's
actually,
her birthday.
I was looking to see if she was on. I was going
It's
to give
her
her a call.
birthday. Salmonatrix
Yeah, today
birthday
is her
is
birthday.
today, and
It is.
she's amazing, and she's an awesome person, very, very sweet, one of the nicest people I know.
Yep.
So I want to give a big happy birthday to Salmonatrix.
Yep.
Happy birthday!
All right, and also a quick birthday to my son Benjamin.
Happy
you know?
birthday, Benji.
Yep, happy birthday. We pre-ordered your Pokemon that you asked for.
Pokemon.
But yeah, so big birthdays to them. If you want to reach out to us, you can do so by emailing us at thevalentinecast@gmail.com. You can see our blog at valentinecast.com. The podcast Twitter feed is ValentineCast. What's our Facebook page, babe?
Facebook page is facebook.com/ValentineCast. If you want to call us, you can call us at 415-75-VCAST. That's 415-758-2278. Video of our past exploits can be seen at youtube.com/ValentineCast. Jay's Twitter feed is The Cowboy, and my Twitter feed is The Ice Flow.
All right, so that's the show. Renee's not being distracted anymore, and
I know that we forgot to talk about KFC, but it's okay. Maybe we'll talk about it next week.
we can talk
won't.
about KFC right now.
We can it's our show. We can do what we want to do.
We can, so I'm gonna pause the music right here.
Boom.
Pause.
Food. Back to food.
Yep. So
I love we can do whatever we want to do. It's kind of nice. For lunch on Monday.
on Friday, we went to the one and only in America, from what I understand,
Okay.
KFC 11. KFC 11 is a new restaurant put together by Kentucky Fried Chicken. And so the story behind it's a fast casual dining, right?
They just think up all kinds of names, don't they?
So from what I understand, KFC 11, there's only one,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in Louisville, Kentucky. And they serve flatbreads. They serve salads, sandwiches, rice bowls,
Mm-hmm.
and you get a choice between. They also serve They also do serve the boneless, original recipe chicken. And they also serve crispy bites, which probably like your popcorn chicken and
Right.
stuff like that. And you have your sandwiches, your flatbread, and your salads. And it's funny because the salads come in these half chicken buckets almost.
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
weird. It's like, oh, I want one of those salads.
Right, right.
And the rice bowls were good. I pushed myself and I ate it all because, I did. So yeah, it is what it is. But so I would go there again.
Yeah.
And try something else, probably a big old salad. And I like that their menu isn't crazy.
Right.
So
And you can get it with grilled chicken or fried chicken, like cut up fried chicken, boneless fried
Yeah.
chicken breast and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, so we went there, and
so yeah.
how's that
Ooh.
for pausing the music?
Awesome.
But again, like if you want to reach out to us, you can do us by email. If you have a hankering, if you enjoy the show, why not leave us a review out there on iTunes? But yeah, what is going on, Chloe Jameer?
Hi, Chloe Jameer. Sorry you missed it.
Yep, we finishing up. Chat room, thank you all for being here so much. I'm trying to think what else to say. I don't know what to say.
I love you guys.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. I'm pretty sure we'll be in better spirits, but yeah, we'll talk to you all later. Bye.
Bye.
I smell like poo.
There you go. I love that you still keep the I smell like poo around. That's just awesome. I smell like poo.
Oh, I did forget boobs. I haven't done boobs.
Boobs and I smell like poo. Boobs.
Where's boobs? Where's boobs?
Y'all are awesome.
Boobs. What's boobs? Where's boobs? Oh, there it is. This is the combo right here.
Boobs.
I smell like poo.
Boobs. There you go. Boobs.
I smell like poo.
There you go.
There you go.
Boobs. 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 You're just enthralled by that. Somehow I keep giving you
I'm recording
clips.
right now. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Sometimes
what
I
to
keep
say.
giving you.
Boobs.
No, I'm playing.
I don't even know what else to say.
I don't know either, babe. Thank you all for being here, thinking of us.
Yeah, being around
We really appreciate it.
while I was distracted.
Why are you distracted? What's going on?
I don't know.
You just
Tired.
out of it?
Out of it. Out of it.
You out of it?
A little bit.
Buxley, get on Skype.
Get on Skype, Bucks.
We're going to call you here in a minute. We got to talk about last night's show. And I'm not going to leave the stream up because I don't want to spoil it for folks if they haven't seen it.
No spoilers, so bye, everybody.
Hold on.
We don't
What's going
spoil
on,
things.
Bucks?
Hang on a sec. I gotta.
All right, hold on. Let me stop the stream here.
Okay.
I'll have it up on YouTube, everybody. Y'all have a good night. Bye.